Three, two, one, go. Spit. Sorry. I thought to cover this. Anyway, in last week's in last week's episode, you freed Grass Valley from the Wufu Empire, thanks to some shock and awe, if you will.
I prefer the term divine intervention.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, that's pretty much right now. Right now, no one's messing with it for now. So what you going to do?
My money is we take Water Run, seal the northern pass, then we'll deal with Windtown.
Yeah, because it looks like Water Run, difficult terrain, but possibly a passable area over the river.
Yeah. Also, it's much closer to the river passes, so it would be easier to you set up defenses while we still have the initiative.
Also note that the church is, thanks to your efforts yesterday, the church is packed. As in that now you have new believers as well.
Well, there were always they're all believers. It's just they're not being active. There is a difference.
Much so you have to sleep outside.
How did they discover one of my campsites?
with the DM divine intervention.
Sounds about right. Where do you want us to set up on this map?
What? I don't have to battle today. Just for wordplay and just for six and giggles. And you have a very special guest.
Mm-hmm. What's special guest?
Special guest.
My, it's been a long time. And you're already causing trouble.
Miss
Yeah.
Wu?
Of course. How are you gentlemen doing?
Alara is out immediately, sword in fucking hand.
Foreplay. Foreplay. Uh, that's nice. I suppose I hear on some business. I'm here on some business. And Krista, it's been a while since I saw you.
Who is she talking to?
The Inquisitor.
Yes, it has been a while. Good 7 months, at least.
Yeah. It would have been out sooner if Samuel hadn't recovered, hadn't saved me.
Yes, Samuel is a good man. One day that could very well be his downfall. Give a chance to somebody that doesn't truly deserve it.
Yes, I know. Eh, hopefully he's alright.
Considering how strong he is, I think he's fine.
Considering how strong him and his wife are, I think he's fine.
Yes. That and paternal protection for their child. Probably will bring out some inner reserves as well. So,
Anyway,
they're fine, I believe.
anyway, on to the business. One, Rebecca has set up shop in in town. Just look for a tiny gold. Just look for I guess a tiny golem, if you will.
A tiny golem.
It's like tiny golem on a plate. You place the plate on, well, tiny as far as golems are concerned.
Okay.
You alright?
Nah, I was just writing that down in some notes.
I'm in Sadra.
Oh, yeah. Connection issues. Try doing the standard stuff. Reboot the computer, reboot the modem, reboot the router.
Just give me a second.
No.
Let me see.
So we're waiting on V Night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bah! Bah! I also have coffee.
Good.
Let's see, can I get it to work? 3, 2, 1, Rochambeau! Mostly it's just the ability to. Okay. Well, as long as somebody else puts down my token, I'll be fine. Because I can move my token, but
Yep.
I can't edit my sheet. This is why I'm glad I have only a Mythweavers one.
Yep, I use Mythweavers myself.
Yeah,
I
same
prefer
here.
to roll 21s, but for some reason.
Oh, I can pick out the token anytime. As long as I don't use the seat, then we're in big trouble.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're fine.
So, yeah, we're good. I'm good now. Elf away! Phew! Elf lasers! Do do do! Do do do! Do do do!
Alright, so you're mentioning, like, to look for a tiny golem and then, like, placing a tablet or something?
Tiny golem, well, tiny for a golem, and next to it is a plate. You put money in the plate, ask what you want, and instantly, boom, it appears right there.
That's convenient.
Especially since right now is in the South Pole, so needless to say, I can't go there.
Okay, question. Is she there on her own?
Yes. Oh no. What's it called? Archie's still with her.
Okay, good. Extremely cold environments are very tricky to survive in.
Oh, if Archibald is there, oh boy.
She also has quite a bit of magic, so that should be
She has
helpful.
like a lot of magic. Remember, she had a. Well, she could create golems now, so she's fine.
I mean, I can create golems.
But specifically for alchemical golems, specifically for buying and selling.
Oh, lame. That's the cheap way out. I craft my golems out of dimensional parts of scrap bits of antimatter. Ugh. You probably haven't heard of it. It's my pocket dimension.
It'll be a very scary time when we finally hit the Crystal Tower. You know that, right? She actually says, I don't want you in the Crystal Tower because it'll be very scary even for me.
What are you talking about? It will be fine. What's the worst I could do in a crystal tower?
Blow it up.
Learn all the magic secrets and skills you need to blow it up.
I mean, I already have those abilities. I don't necessarily need the tower for it.
And the magical equipment with it.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. Anyway, the other piece of business I said the other piece of business. It seems that that dreadful man Isaiah, that dreadful man Isaiah and the slaves are are walking into war and walking into war then right now to buff us to defenses.
Right. That sounds interesting.
Isaiah is the man of the three slaves.
Yeah.
What's his fighting style?
Same as Ryu's samurai.
Does his sword take souls?
Nope, but it does have something else. I don't know what it is that, but it seems to be a magical sword.
Is it cursed?
Nope.
That
Trust me,
makes things easy. That makes things easy. Belay. Hawk lands on Vikram's shoulder. She's good at taking things.
I know this. Remember, he also has some troops with him, so just be careful.
Okay.
So it's a magic sword. And I don't know why you're all so worried about me being in a crystal tower.
Oh.
Not any crystal tower, a specific crystal tower.
I don't know why you're so worried. I've been in a few.
You know what? Well, let's table the crystal tower discussion and move on. All in favor?
No.
Aye.
I vote against it. We this is a discussion we're having.
Alara, Vikram, and the Hawk all raise. Well, Alara and Vikram raise their hands. The Hawk raises one of the wings. The eyes have it.
No, as you say that, the two shades just slide out and raise their hands and point at Isandra, and the rabbit that she carries raises its paw.
Remy, it's just like you break the boat. Remy?
Remy has the vote. Remy has the vote.
Look over there is something.
Look, we do
The
have more
election of
important things.
1812.
We do have more important things to discuss than, well,
Then your supposed
Crystal
fear of me having access to a magical tower?
I've seen some of the things in there. They don't mix well with large amounts of magic.
I mean, I don't see what the issue is. What's the worst that could happen?
Armageddon?
I was gonna say a rip between the plains, leading to a large amount of ungodly creatures flooding into our plane with no real way of stopping it.
But believe me, for a person like me, it's fine. But your world, well, it's not going. It's not going
I'm
too
not
good.
talking. I'm not talking the abyss, there, honey. The thing that even the abyss fears.
I know. That's why she doesn't. That's why I don't want her inside the tower.
I'm insulted.
But moving right along, so you have intelligence that the asshole with the three elven slaves is moving towards, what was it, wind,
Water Run.
water
Or
run,
Water Town.
water run. We might be able to intercept him on the way. How far is he through the pass?
Let me check to see. Time I check, just broken.
Also, I just want to note that Isandra stepped through a shimmering portal before going to bed, and then she stepped out of that portal to return back from the tent.
You turned the 10 into your own little pocket dimension, didn't you?
I have a pocket dimension.
Nice. You could open the portal anywhere?
Yeah. It's
Nice.
actually, I actually set up some arcane traps to do the pocket dimension spell. So it's continuously growing itself.
Is it okay if I peek my head in there? Just curious.
Yeah, it's only about the size of like 2 of King Kai's planet.
So what, like a large room?
Well, no, King Kai's planet's actually probably about the size of a like large mansion.
Oh, okay, so
So yeah, it's 2 large mansions right now. Also, when you step inside, you see 4 golems just moving around.
that's efficient.
Don't pocket dimensions also have like limited air, or is that a different thing altogether?
It
No,
varies.
I mean, I can set it up to have limited air. I could also set it up to have reverse gravity.
Or no gravity.
Yeah. Yeah, but you just see a pair of stone golems and a pair of clay golems, and they just kind of look at you.
Okay, backing out.
Now, the really hard part is going to be setting up the arcane trap to make more of those.
So, how far is the asshole on the path towards Water Run?
About here, according to the map.
Not where?
Here.
Are you sure you're on the token layer?
Sure.
Okay, we have to move quickly if we want to catch him before he hits Water Run.
Yes.
Where is he?
Here.
Oh, so we... Okay, well that's easy enough. Do you have any personal belongings of this person?
No.
Okay. Do you have anything, like description, name, a portrait maybe?
Yes.
Out of curiosity, Ty, would my character have like at least a good description of at least some of the slaves that he had? Because she did try to go up and like to see them specifically.
Yes, exactly. And he knows exactly what to do exactly as well. But he tried to stop you.
I can give you a description of the slaves he had. That might help
Oh,
us.
is it the man that you tried to feed the slaves? Is it the same man?
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Okay. I wasn't really caring that much. Right then, okay.
I give the
alright.
description of the slaves.
Oh, I remember them. Scry. Beep, beep, beep. I'm gonna scry one of the slaves.
Do. The number you have dialed has been disconnected.
Do 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 do. I'm scrying on his slaves and him. Boop 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 boop. Did I get a scry? Or are you going to have the slave roll a will save or something? All right, everybody.
That's from
Ooh.
Overlord.
I know.
That dude's a fucking ass.
I know. That's why I included him in this campaign.
Okay, everybody. Okay, so we have a few options. Who says I just cloud kill him?
Wouldn't that risk killing the slaves as well?
Yes. Also, guys like this, we want to capture them alive. They generally have good intel.
Fine. Okay, everybody grab my shoulders.
All right, grab the shoulder.
Could you
Okay.
teleport us nearby where we can be hidden so we can do an ambush? After packing up camp, of course.
No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Okay. Here we go. Invisibility. Let's all get everybody in invisibility. Invisibility. Greg, pack up the camp. The
And
camp starts to invisibly pack itself up.
Yeah, and I just toss out one of my normal bag of holding that I use for camp stuff. So
He'll meet up with us. He's he's fast.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll probably take him a bit, so
He'll get back to us.
Yeah. And with the shades helping, I'll be go pretty quickly. As the creepy shadow creatures from the ethereal realm just come up and start. There was 2 of them earlier. Now there's 6.
Okay, so we're gonna be teleported nearby where this guy is.
Well, yeah. Since I can see the terrain, etc. I have a general description, and I know where we're going. Time to roll a teleport. Yeah, we're fine. With invisibility, we just can invisibly pop in, nearby and be like, "Poof, we're here."
Okay.
There we go.
Hold on, let me
See?
pull up my sheet. What do my drow eyes see?
Well, I think it's D20 crash, so I think you said it.
What?
Hold on, let me just get it. It's okay. What kind of terrain are we in right now?
Grasslands.
Not one of my favorites. 32.
No. You have invisibility on you.
Can I not see when I'm invisible?
No. I thought you were making a stealth check.
No, I'm doing perception. I needed to ask because I get a bonus, another bonus 5 if I'm in a favorite terrain, since I can actively search using a standard action right now.
Okay, you want him alive, right?
Yes.
So what do my drow eyes see? Ty?
1 second. Leo,
Yeah, since it's not a thing that, on the plus side, it's very easy just to go bang, and I'm here now. Ooh. Yeah, so we're within like 50 feet of him.
Bazak, what are you doing here?
He's been taken as a slave.
Wait, he's gone. Bat Raven strikes again.
Bat Raven.
Him?
Yeah, let's see. I need somebody. Wait, no, I can do it. Yay, everything's finally working.
So what are these 4 dudes around him?
That's the slaves.
The 3. No. What are these? Are these 4 undead samurai?
Oh no, just normal samurai.
But they're human, correct?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take care of it. Okay, how many of them are there?
5.
Okay, can I get all of them in one blast? That's the real question.
The slaves are in there too,
I know. As I said, can I get all of them in one blast? I can't. I can only get 3 or 4 of them.
What are you planning to do?
Nothing. Nothing at all, mister. I'm not doing anything. Chain lightning.
Isn't that lethal?
I mean, it'll be lethal for the initial targets, i.e., all the, samurai. But I actually have a thing for that. Meta magic! It's now doing non lethal.
Oh, that's useful.
Yeah, I have it specifically so I can do all the variants of Fireball without having to prep each individual one. I can just be like, my Fireball is instead cold, or lightning, or acid, or chimichanga. Yeah.
Well, thankfully I can use stabilize as many times as I wanted to, so.
Yep. So the good news is they're all within range. So a lightning bolt just kind of floop.
Question: is this guy's sword in his hands? Is he armed, or is his sword in his belt?
His sword's in his belt for now.
Okay, I'm gonna wait till he puts it into his hand.
Okay. Yeah. So they get to make a reflex save. All 6 of them, the 5 samurai and their leader. That reflex save is to take half damage. Let's see what they roll. Is it gonna be good? I don't see any rolls for their reflex.
Sorry.
Yeah. I don't believe they don't get. I believe they still get their reflex saves, even though it's a surprise round.
Forgot to set it to public instead of GM only.
Well, just tell me, what did they roll?
Reflex.
Yeah, what did they roll for reflex? Okay, 18. Well, they're all going to take full damage. Bye, guys. So that's 18. So that's 86 non-lethal damage to anybody that did not beat the save DC of 23.
Well, most of them were dead.
Well, it's non-lethal.
So they're unconscious then.
Unconscious except for Isaiah himself.
Yeah. And this is where we get to the fun thing. And this is why I love Arcane Trickster. They also all take sneak attack.
Sneak attack!
I sneak attack them with a lightning bolt.
And because it was non-lethal damage.
Oh, I forgot.
Sneak attack.
Almost forgot. Isaiah has 15 of spell resistance, so good luck.
That's actually quite simple at her level. SR 15's nothing.
I know.
I pass it, and he also takes 28 sneak attack damage, and so do his buddies.
Non-lethal.
Yep.
Isaiah's dead. He pulls out a sword. It notes that lightning shoots from it now.
So he's unconscious.
So everybody but Isaiah is unconscious. Isaiah is.
He took 114 damage.
So he's drawn his sword.
It's now infused with lightning because of the attack.
I did 114 damage to him.
Quick question. Is it considered flat-foot if an invisible hawk tries to steal your sword?
I mean, it's technically a surprise round, so it's up to you. I mean, to be
Technically,
fair, the hawk.
Technically, it's a surprise round, so yeah.
Okay, so yeah, hawk is going in. Yep.
I mean, let's be fair here. I could have made it worse and applied the fact that my sneak attacks do bleeding damage, so they could all be bleeding out right now. But we wanted to take
Versus
them
his flat-foot
alive.
CMD.
It hits.
Yeah, the hawk is now flying away with a sword.
Caw! Caw!
You slaves,
Fuck you, bitch!
kill that hawk. I can't. I don't know. And back. Then heal me. And he pulls out his rocket sashi.
Heal me?
Yes, heal him.
Oh, okay. Well,
now
you heard
Vikrin
it.
is
I'll
going.
heal.
Now Vikrin is going to do the take out this guy's other weapon because I actually have Ace Disarm.
No, I mean, to be fair, let's be fair. Remy still has a sneak attack round, and so does.
Oh, no. My hawk is a free action for steal. And
I know. I'm just pointing out that technically it's basically going to be a everybody shoots the guy that's still standing. His poor body.
I think his Wakizashi is fucking gone. And he has an arrow through his wrist. I'll roll damage.
Why would you shoot him in the wrist? At least aim for something more vital.
I'm taking his weapons away.
Fine.
Also, with Ace Disarm, I probably just launched that thing a mile.
I'm gonna make a katana golem after this adventure.
Yep. To do.
It's gonna be the weebiest golem. It's just gonna be wearing samurai armor.
Yep. For every 5 points by which you exceed your target's CMD, you can deposit the item 5 feet away from the target to a maximum of the attacker's range unit, or until your projectile strikes an object that it cannot penetrate. So yeah, I just launched that thing out of his hand. Let me just roll damage. This was traditional damage, nothing special, but I do get my stealth attack.
Okay. But that's just mean. Also, he's got an arrow in his wrist. No.
I also
That's
assume he's
his-
evil, so more damage. He
That's
takes
his fat.
he takes 35 damage as this arrow just splinters his wrist.
That's
Yeah.
his fapping wrist. Why are you doing that, Seawall? No.
He backs off to say, like, heal me. Heal me now.
And again, his sword is fucking gone.
All right. So I guess it's
Oh.
my shot in the surprise round.
Yes.
Yeah, before he looks at his rocket
Alright.
sashi.
Free action. Oil of Silence on rifle. Swift action. Greater Bane against humans. That's an additional 46 damage that I can do.
Except he's an elf.
Oh, he's an elf? I thought he was
Oh, he's
human.
an elf? Reduce my damage by 2 then.
Alright.
And my
Then-
attack by 1.
Okay, then Greater Bane against elf. I did not know he was elf. Thought he was human.
He's an elf
Actually-
with elf slaves.
Actually, also I don't do the stealth attack damage, so it's significantly reduced. I'll do the math myself.
Alright.
1 plus
So you only get one attack for a sneak attack round?
Yeah, you don't get a full round. You only get
6.
one standard.
18 damage. I only did 18 damage to him because because I'm not in favored terrain, nor is he a favored enemy.
So 38 against touch AC.
It hits.
Yay! You're gonna do bad things to him. That's not a place that you're supposed to stick those
Yep.
things.
And basically I'm like trying to like gut shot him. Basically like hit him in an area where it'll cause a lot of pain but won't be like immediately lethal or deadly. Okay, a place where he won't like bleed out like within seconds.
Yeah, it's non-lethal. Don't worry, a gunshot is non-lethal sometimes.
So 37 damage.
So 37 plus 18 is 55. Plus, I guess he saved on the reflex, meaning
Yeah.
he got a 24. Meaning he took 75, 83. Ooh. Yay! He's taking 126 damage. I wonder how he's doing right now.
Hmm.
I don't think well.
Not happy would be my guess.
I mean, if you took 126 damage in under 6 seconds, how would you be doing?
I would be at like 24 HP left. Ow.
That would be bad.
Yep. Alara is going to activate one use of her Boots of Speed and charge him.
Hmm.
She's going to try to do a non-lethal bull rush with the shield. Is there, quick question, is there anyone that is hostile standing behind him?
No.
Okay. Then she'll go non-lethal with the sword. So yeah. Also, Laura's marking this guy as with actually I don't think you can do non-lethal with the paladin's ability, Smite Evil, so she can't use it in this case.
I mean, no, Smite Evil's lethality is based on the damage that you're using it with.
But I do have stabilize.
Yeah. So it'll be non-lethal if she's making a non-lethal attack.
Yeah, that will be, but I don't think the other stuff. Let's see.
Probably not. Yeah.
Be right back. Cats want to go out.
Yeah, no problem. Remembering the numbers right, it should be. This will be versus Flatfoot. Ouch. So yeah, this so actually sorry, you gotta subtract 4 from that, but I think it still hits, probably even as normal AC. Yeah, so yeah, Smite Evil should do non-lethal. Okay. Smite Evil, Charisma bonus, in addition, let's see. It adds attack, tackle, and her paladin level to all damage rolls. Ouchie. So she does 29 points of non-lethal damage to him, as she basically whops him across the side of the face with the flat of her sword.
Mm-hmm.
I presume he's an unhappy camper now that he has a pissed off paladin standing in front of him.
He's pissed. Like,
And he's unarmed.
slaves, help me! Help me! Still
I
being
mean, they're all unconscious, so just gonna.
I meant this 3 standard slaves, not the troops as well. But
All right, I'm back. What did I miss?
oh, Remy has a chance to finish him. If he,
Yeah, I can try to take them. That's. Mm, mm. Don't know what to do.
Do you have any spells that do non-lethal damage?
I don't think so.
Do you have any spells that do stun, that cause enemies to become stunned?
Um,
Jimpin666 said docs.google.com.
I think so. I don't remember.
Call it insane, but say limited wish and wish him to go to sleep.
Doesn't work like that. Sleep spell would not work on an elf to begin with, anyway.
Well, put it into like some kind of daze as if it's hallucinating, something terrifying. I don't know. Let's see, what exactly does limited wish do specifically?
Duplicating spells and stuff.
Yeah.
Jimpin666
Wow.
said
Well, you could, yeah,
D20pfsrd.com.
there are definitely some powerful spells at that level, but you also are burning 1,500 gold to do it.
I have 15,000 worth of diamonds, so
Okay, wish spells and things like this. I'm just kind of doing the general warning of these are expensive to run. Is it really worth it just because you don't quite have a spell prepared? Is it worth it to? Do we need to end this quickly?
no.
So, if you have any spells that cause negative effects, I'd say use one of those. Like if you have grease prepared, grease would be very useful right now on this guy.
Yeah, I have cost grace on him. Or the floor. Or ground. Okay, grease.
So yeah, he has to make a reflex save. He fails. He's on the ground. Well, since this guy's now on the ground, pretty banged up and covered in grease, Ty, could Laura try to roll an intimidate to get him to surrender?
Go ahead.
Surrender now, and we may show you mercy. As she's pointing her sword at him.
Okay. What do you want?
Well, for the moment, I want you to take a quick nap. Boot to the face.
As you
He out
boot
cold.
Say again?
Is he out cold?
He's out cold. As you boot him to the face, the slaves at first show concern, and then like, who are you? Are you here to
I'm
take us as
Paladin.
slaves too?
Alara puts her sword
Don't
away.
worry about who we are. It's just remember what we represent. And that is, I want that sword.
Actually, let me quickly double check something. I believe. Actually, hold on. I just have to do one quick roll potentially. No, I don't actually. I'll command Halay just to kind of land, to drop to quickly fly in and drop the sword into your hands.
Cassandra is now happy. She will now examine this sword.
It is a silver fanged sword, a +5 weapon
Jesus.
that's a very unique ability, and anytime it gets hit by magic, is 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 rarely becomes immune to the magic until he gets hit by another magic. In other words, if he did a lightning thing again, he became immune to it.
So he took the lightning, and then if I hit him with more lightning, he would have been immune.
Exactly.
Okay. It's a +5 sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's also a katana.
Yeah. I know. I'm gonna melt it down.
Shouldn't we sell it?
No, I'm gonna melt it down to make an iron golem out of it.
Does that even work that way?
Technically, yes. It's a material component. To be fair, what I'm
Okay,
actually going to probably do is I'm probably just going to install it inside the golem.
Okay. That would actually probably be a devastating weapon on the battlefield if it knows how to use it.
Roar!
So,
He puts into the bag of
Vicar-
holding with the glass golem. The glass golem takes it.
yeah, Vicarin's gonna come up and do a full search of this guy. Does he have anything hidden on him?
About one, other wakizashi and about 20 platinum. No.
We'll distribute that
Actually-
evenly.
Wait, let's see. Okay, if it's worth... Okay, so with a sneak enchantment like that, that's a plus... Ooh...
Also, I'm going to check to see if there's like
Whale
poison on him.
728 said 20 plat.
Yeah, so I find some platinum, probably probably armor.
Yeah, the plus 15 armor.
Okay, we're gonna
Oh,
strip that on him.
the plus 15 magic resist armor. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's actually worth a little bit of money. We'll definitely sell that.
Yep.
So we're gonna strip him down. Vikram will be handling him, hog tying him. Alara's gonna go over to the slaves. I'm gonna roll a sense motive on them from her.
Are we stripping a man again?
Before you do that,
He'll be in a shirt and pants.
before you do that, I'm just going to quickly cast the spell Detect Poison. With that, I can determine like if there's any poisonous objects or anything in there, and it'd be a DC 20 check to specify what kind of poison it is. And
This
that would be an
sword...
alchemy
Oh
check.
my god, I have a use for it now.
Skills up.
So that's sense motive on the slaves. What's their general mood right now?
Happy that is unconscious.
Lara walks up to them. How, do they react to her?
Deplorable.
They're a little bit
720
scared because, like I said, they've been
FSRD.com.
slaves for pretty
Deplorable
much all
said,
his
guys,
life.
Laura's put away her sword at this point. And she says, "You're free now."
Deplorable said,
Are
we would
we
like to
really?
introduce you to the sword's new
Yes,
form
you are.
soon.
We'll get you to what was it?
The Arrow Republic.
Yeah, the Arrow Republic. Where you
I
should
mean,
be able
I can
to-
just take them to my pocket dimension.
No, we're gonna take them to the Arrow Republic. They're refugees now.
I mean, they could live in the pocket dimension.
No,
Why not?
because they've been enslaved for a long time. Putting them there would effectively be trapping them as prisoners.
You're the one that tried to hand us food, aren't you?
I am.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm
Of course.
sorry for my master treated you, but thank you.
I do not blame you for the actions of your master. Also, looking at them, do they like have like any wounds or anything like that? Like
Plenty.
All right. So
It's guys on horseback or just walking over this type. The three slaves like on their hands and knees.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll start working on them. Don't worry, I've got the heal checks to do it.
Hmm.
It's one of the skills I am really good at.
I'm also gonna okay. So I'll take my rope out and tie up the.
Already did. Already done.
Oh, he's done. Okay.
Yep. I've stripped him of his armor. He's
I meant this. I think he meant the 5 samurai that's with him.
they're dead.
That's-
But they're alive. Remember?
They were
no?
knocked unconscious.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. You guys get those guys tied up, stripped down to just basically pants and a shirt.
Again, if they want, it's a safe place to live, and they don't have to stay there just until we get to the free city. And if they want to stay there, they can. I mean, it's a ever-growing landscape with security guards that will protect them from harm.
Okay.
That's all
I'm
I
going to
was
say
saying.
this: we are not that far away from the city. We don't gain
Fair
anything
enough.
by storing them there, and I would like to make sure that they are cared for on the road. They are injured. They've been forced to do a lot of forced marches. It's going to take time. So before we throw them into a completely unfamiliar place, let's focus on.
Can I put the samurai in there then?
Oh sure.
Oh,
I don't give a fuck
absolutely.
about them. I don't give a fuck about them.
Good. Yeah, they'll be useful for things.
Yeah. Yeah. Just open up the door. We just start chuck. Do you have a broom closet?
There's exactly one building there. It takes up about half of the landscape.
Is there a broom closet in there?
Yes. There's also, again, 4 golems just walking around.
Okay, I'm just gonna chuck them into the broom closet and lock the door while they're all tied up, just in a pile of people.
So, out of curiosity, what did the other samurai have on hand?
Normal armor, wakasashis, and katanas.
Guess we could claim those for selling. Or something.
I'm going to make a mithril golem out of that katana. I just need to get the mithril part now. I'm gonna have the T1. I'm gonna have the T2000. You know, it's gonna liquid metal into people and then leap on them with a katana.
Yeah. So I'm presuming a heal check of 39. I've given the slave girls a pretty good patch up.
Yeah. First tail cut, pretty much ever.
Yeah.
What is this? I feel better now.
It's a combination of herbal salves that mute pain, clean bandages. It's
hear
probably
the-
gonna,
I don't hear the ring in my ears anymore. I think I could play music again. Yes, one of them is a bar, so if you actually extended the fight, you gave her singing and healing as well.
But no, we just kicked we kicked the shit out of him, made him surrender, and then booted him in the face. He now has a very distinctive paladin boot print on his face. Hey, just because paladins have to be good guys doesn't mean they can't get a couple of licks into a bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Anyways, yeah. Oh no, I'm using. Speaking of which, Assandra's gonna go in and like say, by the way, I'm gonna need that armor for those samurai eventually.
I just probably. Do you have like a armory or a storeroom somewhere in this place?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of piled it on a table in there and put a little note to be sorted later.
Anyways, I have work to do with these samurai. I'll be back, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get. Is the portal gonna keep going with us as we walk, or what?
I mean, I can catch up with all of you pretty easily.
Yes, she could.
So we'll don't do anything untoward. We need them alive for interrogation.
Do we need all of them alive?
For the moment, assume yes.
Fine. I won't make them into Draugr just yet.
Necromancy is evil, yo.
No,
It is inherently evil.
no, this isn't evil. It's repurposing.
No, most necromancy spells have the straight up evil descriptor. They are evil spells.
Point is, I was just gonna make them into mummies, okay?
So
Well, I was actually gonna make them into white, but that's neither here nor there.
I presume these three elves. Well, actually, they've been through so fucking much. They probably don't even give a shit that Vikron is a drow that's patching them up.
They probably have no idea what a drow is.
Pretty much.
Because whites are useful because they can make more whites, and the whites are loyal to the white that made them, and the white that is made is loyal to the person that made it.
Excuse me. Are you are you the ones that I don't know. I heard rumors that Grass Valley was helped with divine intervention. Are the one are the ones that caused it or helped cause it? I don't know, I've never seen a drow like I've never seen an F like you before.
Technical term is drow, but I would say we had a hand in it.
Aye.
Thank you again. What could you do repay me, if any?
Repayment is not necessary.
Try to pick up the pieces of your life and live it to as full as possible. But first, let's get you back to the camp where we can have more proper medical checkup.
Aye.
Go to the camp.
Yep. So, at some point, I've got to finally get to the military camp set up.
Just a bit of necromancy, just to add some population, a pair of mummies, maybe a white or two, you know.
Pulls out spray bottle, starts spraying a few. No, bad. No necromancy.
Well, you should have said that a century ago.
So yeah, we're well. Are we back? Are we at the military camp now or a personal camp?
We're now military camp.
Oh, good. We're in a forest now. I can actually do a hell of a lot more. So, we'll try to find them a place where they can stay. Have some additional checkups done by clerics. Make sure they're not ill or anything like that. Make sure they're fed. Though, because I actually know about this, they are going to be on some rations for a little bit until their body builds up the ability to actually process a full meal.
Yes.
Yeah. They're getting more than they're used to, but we're not going to than they're used to. But we're going to build them up to proper meals.
Yes.
Because we do not want them to die.
We don't want their stomachs to burst.
Not stomachs bursting. It's the nutrients that you suddenly have in your body act more like a toxin. It's a really weird thing.
Yeah, that too as well. And yeah, Sandra, meanwhile, is just like figuring out what to do with the samurai.
Does the portal
I
reappear
just-
at this camp?
Yeah, she's walking with you because she's cross now. It's like you say no one did, and then it's like the elf is pouting.
Do
she
you
can make
want to
the-
piss off Pharasma? Vicar straight up asks.
piss off who?
You know, the goddess that decides your fate upon death.
Which one is that?
Pharasma, goddess of death, has a very, very large hatred of undead.
Right.
As they are an abomination in her eyes. And most of the gods' eyes, actually. So, no undead.
Mm, mm. Just want to make a few undead. Just want to raise an army to protect my dimension. But no, but animating steel to move against its will as a horrific construction, that's okay. But taking a corpse and putting life back into it, that's suddenly wrong.
You're not putting life back into it, you're putting unlife, which is sacrosanct. Whereas a golem, you're animating something that never was alive nor dead to begin with. So it's actually
Next thing you know, you're going to say that it's wrong that I've been awakening animals that we've been passing.
kind of, but not entirely.
Doesn't that just grant sentience?
Pretty much, yeah.
Basically, they get 3d6 intelligence.
I would kind of chalk that one up to more of a not a good idea.
By then, Isaiah's on call is waking up like, you should work for us. You could lay those up undead if you want to.
Who said this?
Isaiah.
Isaiah, the guy who's currently knocked out in a broom closet in another dimension.
I thought, oh, everyone. Oh, never mind.
Yep.
Yeah,
Did we put them all in the same broom closet?
Yeah, we hog-tied them, and I hog-tied them. They're in basically shirts and pants in a pile of bodies in a broom closet in your place.
There's just a clay golem sitting there looking at the closet.
Yeah, the door's closed and locked and barred. Just staring at it. Sign on it that says, "Please don't open."
It's got its hand on the door.
Well, once we get back to the military camp, I think, and we've gotten the slaves settled and registered as refugees, I'm gonna pop back into the pocket dimension, presuming the portal is there, and well, I'm going to bring out Mr. Leader. Is he conscious?
And then he says that.
He's unconscious. He's conscious by now.
Okay.
Why can't I just, one, maybe two, It's not bad. It's not an evil spell.
Raise undead.
Mm-hmm.
Here he is again.
It's a death school spell.
No, necromancy. Subtype evil.
Now, that's you just putting stereotypes in other people's mouths.
No, it's straight up an evil act. It's barred by all good clerics. Good cleric can't even use these spells. They are incapable of it.
But a wizard can.
And wizards, not gonna lie, tend to annoy clerics at certain points with what they do. Okay. There's a difference between what you can do and what you should do.
Look, obviously you should see if you can create dinosaurs.
Just prevent them from rampaging, and I'm okay with it.
We can create Jurassic Park and make it work.
Okay, rampaging against innocent people.
I'm not making dinosaurs. They're boring. You can't even train them to do tricks.
It sounds like you did this before, out of character.
I mean, it's not like I have no idea what you're talking about. It's not like I made mummies out of a group of high-level casters and then had them basically work in my pocket dimension to make an expanded, accelerated rate. Fine, though. No one dead for now.
So, I'm gonna go try and collect that military leader guy. You know,
Yeah,
he's
she
got.
goes into the pocket dimension, throws him out in front of you. There.
Thank you. I'm, and this is also in the middle of the camp, so there are probably a lot of people looking.
Yeah, by
capture
now
him.
it's like, what is that? What the divas? Yeah,
Yes.
that jerk. That jerk. That jerk
Yeah.
that collects money from House Valor. Yeah, that's one.
Vicar just kneels down and pulls the gag out of the guy's mouth. Enjoy your nap
Where am I?
in the military camp for the Era Republic in the recently liberated city.
So it was you guys all along. I was sent to investigate whether some divine intervention come down or not. Now I know.
You always people always forget. The gods also work through their followers, so in a sense, it was divine intervention.
Yeah. But now, our Garvanians men don't have to worry about storming in there.
I mean, no, they still do. Speaking of which,
Oh, has Agave mentioned a little group of guys that caused him some trouble out in Westwood.
He says he hates these guys, especially especially that Pizop character. I don't know what his name is.
Unfortunately, he's not traveling with us, but you never know. He might just show up randomly. He has that weird tendency to show up where he's needed. Don't understand why.
I, you know, let, let me do the talking with him, please. Thank you. Move over.
Fine.
Hi. Hi, I'm Asandra. Nice to meet you.
Ah, a new slave.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Right then, let's start. Okay, these are your fingers. I don't need them. So there we go. Let's start with the middle one or the pointer. Which should we go with first?
Like you have the gall to break my fingers. You're supposed
Snaps
to
it
be.
off with a knife.
What the hell?
Hey.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. She then heals the wound so it stops bleeding. There we go. There we go. Oh, wait. No, I think we should just go with the whole hand. Clep. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, sir. I can take it, and then she then uses magic and regrows the hand. I can make it come back. Up and down the scales. Piece by piece. Take it and regrow it. Let's be fair here. You're a bad man. You're
Lord,
a very bad man.
I follow Lord Susanoo only, and the Empire.
Oh, yes, you do. But, I mean, if you follow Susanoo, that god of all people, you should know that what comes around goes around, and this is your comeuppance. You weren't good at what you did. You were a shitty slave driver, a shitty owner, and a shitty. And, well, I mean, human in the broad sense of the term, considering what we both are. But hey, I have something I want to tell you. You're going to give us more information. You're just going to keep talking. Every time I don't like an answer, or you're lying, she snaps up a zone of truth, I'm going to cut something off. I may regrow it, I may not. I may start with a hand, I may start with a finger. I may go for some toes. I may just go right between those legs of yours. and remove that, and then heal the wound and never regrow that. I'm certain you'd love to be a eunuch. We
Would you
can
like?
go for years. My dimension, we can multiply the speed of time to a factor of what, 100, I think? 100? Oh, yeah. That means 3 days out here is a full year and thereabout. So, would you like to spend the next decade?
Have a Here's a fair offer. Would you like to come work for us and ditch these users?
Oh, that's cute. You think you can make a job offer right now?
I mean, we could just, throw them into the fighting pits with the soldiers, see what happens.
Oh, no, that's a waste. That's a waste. See, if we're going to do anything with him, see, here's the thing. They said I can't make you an undead, but I disagree. I think you'd make a lovely, you know, maybe make you a drogger. So you're constantly drowning for all eternity. Maybe I make you into a skeleton that sits in a portcullis whose purpose is to let people into my home. Maybe this, maybe that. Who knows? The point is, you're going to talk. Do you understand?
For the first time, I think you're actually worse than the Emperor. And he backs away slowly.
He's hogtied on the ground.
Well, he
Vikran's
tried to back away
boot stops him. Or you could always talk to me about this, and I can take you away from the crazy elf lady.
Oh, that's so mean. I'm not crazy. Vikran.
Okay, eccentric. Is that better?
The eccentric works, I guess. Fine.
So your choice. You can talk with the little Miss Eccentric over there, or you can talk with me.
What do you have to know for now?
Oh, standard stuff. Troop movements, strength of troops, how many demons or how many devils are working for you guys, what types.
Sandra just has left and is bored now because she's like, it never. Why does it never work? You go in, you do the big intimidation spiel, and for some reason, for some idiotic reason, they never fucking listen. It's like,
It's good cop, bad cop.
It's.
And at this point, make a perception check.
I mean, he can make a sense motive on the fact that was Sandra going to do it or not.
27.
All you make perception checks.
Oh, all of us? Okay.
By the by, I just want to point out that Sandra can talk big, and she would totally think about doing it, but she's never going to because it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, sure, I could horribly butcher you, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I got a 28. I rolled lower than Seaball, but I got a higher result. Yay!
You rolled higher than me.
All right, Reeby and Zadra, you sent a snipe. You sent someone aiming the shot right at Isaiah.
Oh my god. Well, that's fine. I'll let it happen. See, I mean, if they kill him, that means that I can do other things.
I'd have to check, but I think I could to like speak to dead.
I mean, that's what I was going to point out. We can just speak to dead. He is in a zone of truth as well. But besides speak with dead, there's one other thing we can do.
Mm-hmm.
Make him into an undead then, so he can talk to us.
Undead don't talk.
Yes, they do.
Oh yeah, Necro. I forget about that.
Yeah. A lot of the undead have the ability to still speak.
Oh, sweet.
With
Yes,
a
I do
high-
have Speak with Dead.
Yeah. Like several of us have ways to get around him being a corpse. And Cassandra is kind of annoyed at him.
So, Remy, are you going to warn us about the
Oh
sniper?
no, she's still gonna warn you as well.
I must say that. Warn you.
If I get warning, I'm going to kick him out of the way before the shot rings out. Look for the sniper myself.
By the by, there's a as Remy says, and you kick him out of the way. There's a snow. I see Remy knows as well. Remy, do you want to do something? I'm bored. The
Yeah.
guerrilla warfare is so tedious, especially when you can't even use all the like destructive power you have at your potential. It's like
36 to find the sniper.
2 snipers. One.
Oh.
it's like you bring me along here to wipe out armies, and then I'm stuck ferrying people around. I'm bored. She's leaning into the kitty. I got so bored I started working on torture speeches. It's like I'm never gonna do the actions I described.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna, as a free action, order my hawk to disarm one of these guys, and then I'll disarm the other one with bow shot. So first will be the bow shot. That's versus CMD.
It hits.
If it was in the tree, the gun just fell out of the tree.
Sniper starts climbing the tree.
Wait, what? He starts climbing the tree?
But
I thought it was in it.
once you realize the sniper rifle is stuck in there.
Oh, okay. And the hawk. Let's see. $20 versus that guy's CMD. Probably not enough.
Nope.
So, hawk. Swings and a miss. It happens.
He shoots the arrow out of midair before reloading his gun.
No, this was not. This was the hawk,
Oh no.
and it flew in and it just missed. It happens. The guy was able to pull it away. Hawk is now flying away.
The sniper's down.
Is he running?
Yeah, because his persistence giving away.
Hey, Captain. I'm talking to the captain of the troops that are here. There's one guy disarmed over there. Another guy running that way. Both snipers.
Run!
I recommend cavalry. I recommend cavalry. So I'm going to go over to the other guy and pick him up off the ground by his shirt, roughly. He's probably not enjoying the kick to the stomach that he got to get knocked out of the way. So, I guess you now owe me your life.
I gave you nothing.
Let's see. Captain, what crimes this guy wanted for in the Arrow Republic?
Betrayal against people, so usually death.
What would be the method of execution?
You know what? I get you with that.
And if you were stupid enough to engage in the soul trade, death isn't an escape. It is only the beginning of a far worse torture. Do you know what happens to souls that engage in the soul trade? And I just start whispering into his ear all of the horrible things devils and demons do to souls that trades with them.
See,
I don't
See, Vikram gets to do that, Remy, and it's like, but no, Sandra, you can't do that to a person. It's wrong.
I'm not the one doing it. I'm explaining what will happen to him after death. It's out of my hands at that point.
It's just so unfair.
Devils are evil, I will have you know.
And I'm not even going to do it, but then he's saying, oh, this is going to happen to you. It is guaranteed to happen. I'm bluffing. And then he's like, no, this is just, I cut off one finger just to show it can be done because magic.
I'm more here trying to offer that I might intercede on his behalf so that he may get a life sentence so he can potentially enjoy what little time he has left in a limited state of freedom before an eternity of pain and suffering. Hey, I don't make the rules of what happens to souls after they engage in the soul trade. Would you like a cookie?
No.
Okay.
What do you want? I just sent to kill some guy, then leave.
I want to know.
Or Mr. Winchester will kill me.
I want to know rough troop positions, rough troop strength, size, defenses. I just give them the full list of basically everything that has to do with the military of Wufu.
Listen, I don't know. I just know Mr. Winchester's troops and numbers. That's it.
That'll be a good start.
You know what? I'm thinking that just to ensure that you're quite truthful. How about this little bit of tidbit knowledge for you? If you lie to us, you will suffer some magical pain. So, to be honest. And specifically, I'm casting the spell Interrogation. You question you question the creature, backed up by the threat of magical pain. You may ask one question per 2 caster levels, so that'd be 7 questions. The target can either answer the question or take 1d4 plus 5 damage. The target is not compelled to answer the questions truthfully, but the threat of pain does give it a -4 on bluff checks to convince you that he's lying.
Because, pain.
So wait, are you discussing Speak with Dead?
No. It's the interrogate spell. And it's also in a
Jim
zone
from
of truth, so we're
666
doubling
says
this one
you
up.
can't cast d20pfsrd.com.
Okay.
And if you want, I could double up with that also adding the spell Confess, where unfortunately it's only one question, but if he lies, he will take up to 5d6 damage and be sickened for 2d4 rounds.
We'll use that as a crescendo. So.
And then I get to turn him into an undead.
No. That's evil. Are you not a good character?
Silence.
Says nothing.
Crickets in the background.
I just looked at the Inquisitor.
Okay. You're looking at me? Okay.
You cast... I think he wants you to cast alignment stuff on me, detect alignment.
Okay. I cast the spell Detect Alignment.
I mean, it's basically just going detect chaos, detect law, detect evil.
What do we detect on you?
Nothing!
A spinning compass, essentially.
Oh, goody. One of those, Oh, goody.
No. She actually has an alignment. I just have undetectable alignment.
Yeah, hence why I said it's basically a spinning compass.
How about me?
Look, The undead is one of the areas where I draw the line. Okay.
Allow me, and then Sally walks off.
Alara backs away very quickly. Alara backs away, pulling her sword out.
I need to know right now, is Archibald actually physically with her?
No, just Sally.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be very bad.
Yeah, because my character's a vampire hunter.
Alara can just smell the evil coming off Sally.
I thought she was technically neutral.
She's still evil, just evil.
She has to be. It's literally tied into her mere existence. It's just she doesn't.
Wait, you're talking about the vampire?
No, the
Succubus.
The succubus. They are because they are an extraplanar being. It is tied to their very core.
I mean, yes, she has to remain evil and chaotic, but the thing is, she can eventually lose one of those. That's a thing that they can do.
That's why I'm saying she's evil neutral.
Yeah. So she can only ever be lawful evil at best. Or she could have gone the other way and become chaotic good.
Huh, I did not know that. I thought they were stuck at that.
I didn't know that.
No, they can swap. What it is they either have to swap the evil side and then they can go, chaotic neutral, then chaotic good. Or they can swap the chaotic side and then become basically, lawful evil. It's, a representation of the shift in their dichotomy. It's such an ingrained part of both Pathfinder and D&D. One of the demon lords, Gratz, was a archdevil who went from lawful evil to chaotic evil.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is precedent, but they can only go on one track. They can't go both.
They can only go on one axis. Yeah, they can't go on both.
So basically, it's like put an L there, and that's what they can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still at the end of the day, though. She does pop as evil, and paladins and evil don't mix very well.
It's basically part of their nature can't be changed drastically, but they can shift it a bit with time and energy.
Yeah. Basically, the TLDR with Alara is she can technically work with evil characters if they're fighting a greater evil, and because we are fighting an evil empire, she kind of is a small blip on the spectrum. Though she still feels disgusting for having to do it.
I mean, that's just mean. Just like saying that undead are evil.
They are!
I have never encountered a good vampire.
Is the bad men hurting you? Don't worry. I can make it all go away. And as she takes off the helmet, just tell us what you want to know. And I promise, I will give you more than you'll ever hope for. She kisses him, and she turns to you and says, okay, now what do you want to know? He's under my spell.
General troop movements, rough strength of the troops in that city, who's in command of them, and what his specialty is.
You know the deal by now. Tell us, who's in command of the troops? Ray was in command of the whole army. After that, there's three divas. One being Isaiah, he's in charge of short range troops, which is 10,000. One being Mr. Winchester, which is in terms of long range troops, which is 50,000. And one being Rotunda, which is in charge of special forces, which is spies, magic users, so much. The troops is not known because it's constantly. Anything else you want to know?
You also were asking about. Did you also ask about like their armament as well, or no?
Unfortunately, that's all I know, Miss. Please,
Hmm. How many others have slaves, and where exactly are the most commonly held slave grounds, for want of a better word?
that's Wufu Kingdom itself. Pretty much, as long as you don't pay tax, if you don't pay taxes, you either showing the slaves or fighting in the arena. No one survives fighting in the arena.
So, what happens to those who are born of slaves? Are they given freedom, or they just live as a slave?
They're born slaves for the rest of their lives. No one pays taxes ever. Eventually, it's going to run out because no jobs and no market. It's the thing.
Hmm. An ultimate Ponzi scheme by the sound of that. Hmm. Vikrin, is there anything else that you feel we should get from him?
Just looking at him, going, just so I know, how many, how many, how many poor slaves have you abused to the point that they're no longer living?
Say again?
Basically, how many slaves has he that he has owned has he personally basically killed or worked to death?
I do not know. I just do not know. That's how many there
There's a look in Vikram's eye that anyone can recognize very quickly as very not good.
Mm-hmm.
I will leave you to a think now. But what about the beauty and the? Oh yes, you find beauty all right soon enough.
What? You were kind of quiet, Ty. Could you repeat that?
Oh yes, you find beauty soon enough, and oh yeah, you find beauty soon enough as she walks away.
Alright. Vikrin. At this point, Saloon takes out her new hanging rope. Do you have any objections?
Yes, it's it's too quick, and it gives him, well, a possible escape away from this. I would much prefer
Yes.
a little bit of.
Um,
For
yeah.
the moment, I'm just going to settle with this. I grab kind of his shoulder and punch him in the face, breaking his nose.
She walks up to Azandra and says, "You see, dear, sometimes sometimes being sweet and gentle can go a long way out."
Vicar just kind of walks out of the tent, very, very pissed.
Is he dead yet?
He's probably on the ground, coughing blood,
Okay.
bleeding profusely from his face.
I could finish it. I could finish it off, and then she sparks a lightning attack from her hand. Just
Alar steps in and goes, "No, he needs to pay for what he's done. Killing him just gives him too early of an out."
fine. As long as he does it, as long as he doesn't kill children, like fine.
Alar looks to him and says, "Have you taken the lives of children?"
Yes. I'm sorry. Normally I agree with you, but taking the life of an innocent children is going too far.
I'm so tempted to use the Mark of the Reptile God spell on him.
Alara stands in between this guy and the demon.
And for the first time ever, you see her pissed beyond all belief. Like, what are you doing?
He is
he's-
our prisoner. He surrendered.
He
We're going to
says-
turn him over to the kingdom, and he's going to spend the rest of his life regretting everything he has ever done.
He killed children. He deserves to die.
I have to agree with Miss Moon in this case.
Cry against.
A very, very slow, arduous death.
Fine, but the killing of the but the Arab Republic gonna kill him. I will.
Once it's in their hands, personally, I'm gonna recommend that he is put into the deepest, darkest hole they have. He is given just enough survive, so that all he has to do during the day is regret everything he has ever done.
Who are we talking about putting in a hole?
The assassin that sent to kill Isaiah.
No, we're talking about Isaiah here. The assassin, I don't give a shit about. Do
Oh.
what you want with the assassin.
Can I have the assassin?
Yeah, do what you want with him.
Yay!
I'm talking about Isaiah here. The
Oh
guy
yeah, Isaiah
Picks
also
up the
killed.
assassin.
Isaiah also killed Jordan. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought we were talking about Isaiah here. You know, the guy that. Yeah, I want him to fucking. I want him to suffer for the rest of his life.
Did they kill
slowly
Jolie,
waiting for his camp.
the Kenku Batman?
Yeah, still Sully's words scream like he deserves to die.
Cassandra is currently too happy. She's carried off the assassin. Kimi, come on!
Don't create undead with him.
I'm not going to! Yet!
Don't do that. The organs of an undead make terrible spell components.
No, they make
That is
great
your
spell
only
components.
objection. Alara just looks at the Inquisitor. That's your only objection?
See?
Consider
She
it.
understands and gets it.
Considering everything else, seems like a good argument.
Yeah, Alara's just looking to the succubus in humanoid form and go, your charms will not have as much of an effect on me anymore, demon.
But my spells will have an effect on you.
Probably should have got me to come along, guys. Too bad. Okay, now then, let's see. Should I make you a juju zombie? What should I do with you? Mr. Assassin.
She's weird, you know that, right?
Yes.
Like I said, if the government doesn't execute him, I will, with extreme prejudice. And see,
Look, all I can do right now is prevent you from doing this here. Unfortunately, my attention will be needed elsewhere after he's been turned over to the lower.
at this
What
point,
happens after that
at this point, she's just walking up because she's like extremely pissed.
No, Alara's going to get in her way. She's not going to let her get near him. Sword still pointed at her.
It's foreplay, and then there's serious. Don't make this a serious matter. Trust me, you will lose. Now, I'm going to walk away and hope that the government kills him before I do.
Fine, just don't. But until such a time as he is outside of my personal protection, that you don't get anywhere near him.
Yeah, protection.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, Remy and Vikram, that's the first time ever in your life Sally was royally pissed.
Yep.
As in the first time she actually wanted to kill a man on cold blood.
Yep.
Well, second time. First one she wanted to, but just couldn't.
But second time, yeah.
Yeah. Alara kind of steps out of the tent now and just leans up against the tree, the whole big exhale, like, oh god, I can't believe I fucking did that. I got her to back down. How did I do this?
She had a lot on her mind, and I'm not going to lie. I agree with her that he should die a very horrific death.
You surrender to me, and there are things that have to be observed.
And with that, I'll be right back because I'm hungry. So roleplay, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Oh wow, Remy did. That's just mean.
Ah, that's just the beginning.
You're gonna make him blind, and you're going to bestow curse on him.
Or I can definitely never hear again.
No, leave his hearing intact.
Or
Blindness is better. He needs to be able to hear the trial.
blind and he can't see things again. And cursed. So he never know where he is.
At the same time, I'm looking through my complete list of spells. Which one I would like to prepare that's quite mean to this person?
Or can make him suffocate.
We're doing bad things to a person. If you want, I can give him a quest.
No, bad.
But I could give him a quest that he has to try and redeem himself.
You know how vague that is. And if he's engaged in the soul trade, you know how hard it is to redeem yourself from that.
Yeah, I know, that's the point. Every day is going to be a battle not to take another -3 to his ability scores.
Yeah, because redeeming yourself with that, generally the easiest way to do it is you have to storm the 9 fucking hells to retrieve the souls, then bring them to Pharasma on hands and fucking knees and hope she doesn't send you to the 9 hells. 9 hells just because she's not feeling good that day.
Again, give him a quest to do that.
Yeah.
Not going to last.
Well, I mean, either he succeeds or he doesn't, and frankly, we win either way. Or we can have Remy blind him.
Yeah.
Can I make him into a flesh golem? It's not an undead. It's not evil.
Technically, that's just desecration of a corpse, which is a bit of a no-no, but not that high on the scale.
Considering the stuff he did, the people would probably just dig up and desecrate his body to begin with.
Yeah, at that point, he's just ingredients.
See, so it's fine. Actually, considering how much I could actually make quite a few carrion golems. Or flesh golems. What do we want to make? Carrion golems or flesh golems? Uh ooh. We could encase their bodies in clay and make them into clay golems.
At that point, you're just storing a body in clay.
Animated clay.
True, but I mean, it kind of loses a little bit of effect.
Well, I mean, if you let me turn him into a white, I could then attach him to the top of the thing's shoulders so he directs the golem around.
What's a white?
It's a type of creature that you create through the enervation spell.
Does it have the evil descriptor attached to it?
No, the enervation spell doesn't actually. That's one of the things. Enervation, making undead by enervation, does not actually count as evil for some reason. Which is
It's
also really
necromancy.
weird.
It's technically subdomain of undead, but it's specifically not evil.
Yeah, I know. I'm not actually going to do it, but I'm just pointing it out.
Fire, black, red energy. Oh, they just gain negative levels. That's all enervation does.
Nom 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 nom.
No. And then
Right.
Sally sneaks into the camp at night just to mess with Alara even more because Alara pissed her off.
Pretty much.
Please. Should probably try screwing initially with Saloon, knowing virgin.
Well, I mean, the thing is, claps hands portal. Who wants into the pocket dimension?
I create my own pocket dimension. Thank you very much.
Who wants into the pocket dimension?
Baker and Alara's going to stick with their
I
10.
I create my own pocket dimension. Thank you very much.
I'll walk into the dimension.
Although if you want to join me, then please feel free.
Don't keep talking, succubus.
Walk into the pocket dimension.
It's nice.
Victor and
The
Alara
golems are there.
Victor and Alara are going to stick with their tent. It's what they know and they're comfortable with it.
You can build a tent in the pocket dimension. There's a nice tree line.
No thanks. We're going to stick with the camp.
I haven't awakened the trees yet.
Sticking with the tent in the real world.
Out of character,
Yes.
awakening a tree sounds like a terrible idea. It sounds like it would bring us treants.
I mean, no, I'm going to awaken the tree to basically make it so that there are singing trees. That's one plan. Or I can make some singing crocodiles. Who wants singing crocodiles?
Yep.
Teach crocodiles to have bard levels. Awaken them. Bark, bark, bark. Bark, bark, bark. Whether it bites or swims. Bark, bark, bark. Crocodiles technically bark. Memphis. And okay. It's nice. There's a nice house. There's nice other things. There's some golems. You see there's this weird line of rings in one sent off to one side that glow. And then the area of the place rapidly gets bigger as it grows bigger.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So like
It's going to be doing that for a while.
like alien geometry, MC Escher type thing.
No, it's literally just there's now more
expanding.
land.
It's expanding.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't remember what the maximum size of pocket dimension can get for a wizard, but it can get pretty big.
There is no limit. I can just keep building it bigger and bigger. But it becomes, the point being it also then becomes harder to control, etc.
Okay, there is a theoretical limitless size, but there is more. There's a practicality limit. Like
Yes.
for example, most wizards generally don't go much bigger than what you've got already, because they would have everything they need there.
I'm building mine to the size of France.
Why the size? Are you going to fill it with golems that just do shit all day?
No, people too. I'm going to make a kingdom.
Okay.
Why not?
Yeah, and I'm going to make the secret police whites that live underground that then pull the people underground when they commit crimes.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay out of the pocket dimension whenever possible.
Well, you said no undead, so now I have to think of something new for my police force.
I think it popped up as like between Discord and the succubus. Are you sure you're the good guys?
I'm about 70% sure she's joking, and just has a morbid sense of humor.
I have a horribly morbid sense of humor, by the by, if it's not obvious. And I'm about 80% joking, but at the same time, it would be kind of awesomely scary in a way. But I was honestly thinking of, awakened ape cops. Have them have rules like ape does not harm ape. And now we've made a Planet of the Apes reference.
Yep.
To be
Can
fair,
you just fill me in already?
to be entirely fair, like if I awaken the apes, their kids aren't awakened. So yeah. But yeah, actually Gorilla Cop sounds kind of awesome.
You're just making a bunch of Winstons, aren't you?
Yes, they're all Winstons.
They have
Well,
some
good.
sort of a chemical lightning gun. They wear advanced mithril armor, have glasses.
Well, the best part is, since they have to, when you awaken them, their alignment becomes either yours or one shift on your alignment. I can just make them all be lawful good.
Huh.
Is it either neutral good or neutral
Or lawful neutral.
or more neutral?
So, just out of curiosity, does Sally leave Alara alone, or is Sally always out of the corner of Alara's eye for the next little while?
I always feel like Sally's like a fucking Valara.
Oh, goody. Also, Alara has become somewhat less interesting to Sally. I have to admit.
Yeah.
The portal's
Especially
open
since-
for Remy as well, if Remy wants to join Saloon in the pocket dimension.
One, she's become more pragmatic. So yeah, that probably made me. She used to be pretty fucking hardcore. Now she's more pragmatic.
God, you're not fun anymore. Too bad.
Hey, Zandra, where exactly are all the other guys that we brought in?
Oh, right. She takes you down to the dungeon, which is currently just a closet.
It's just a broom closet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Saloon is honestly contemplating killing one of them.
Hey, no killing them. I don't have the components to make them into flesh golems here.
Just
We're
so
not
tempting.
Well, I mean, I know it's tempting. But they are just dicks that
Following orders.
yeah. We can kill them later, okay? If you really, really want, I can, I guess. Maybe, but I don't like it.
Maybe what?
Maybe you can kill one. If you give me some time,
I'll give you the time you need. Just one.
Yeah. Okay, here you go. Here's one. What's your name again? Slaps. I said, what's your name?
Uh, uh, Sam.
Good. Well, there you go. Here's Sam.
Ooh, never
Are
mind.
the fangs coming out?
Oh, never mind. I can't use that spell because that is classified as evil. Never mind.
Yeah, you did. Wait, no, you're an inquisitor. They get a little bit more leeway, actually, unless you're. Okay, I know clerics. They have to choose if they're neutral. They have to choose the good side of their god or the bad side if they're following a neutral god. Inquisitors, I think, is a little bit more finicky.
Yeah. Anyway, the spell in question that I would have cast on him was Fleshworm Infestation.
That's just mean.
Right? With a touch, you can cause an infestation of ravenous worms to manifest in the target's flesh. The target must make a fortitude save every round. Failure means 1d6 points of damage and 2 points of dexterity damage, and is staggered for a round. If it makes the saves, it takes no hit or dexterity damage and is only sickened for 1 round, rather than staggered. The fleshworm infestation cannot be ended early by removed disease or heal, as the infestation starts anew, as if the current worms were slain. Protection from evil negates the spell's effect, so long as the two durations do not overlap. Dispel evil automatically ends fleshworm infestation. And it lasts for 14 rounds.
Goody.
So, shall we play that one?
It's evil as sin. And I'm going to have to nurse this guy back to health when you're done with him.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to do that, just cut off his head. We'll strip off the flesh. I'll coat his body in iron, molten iron, the bones, and then I'll turn him into an animated construct.
Okay. Actually, theoretically, I could also do one other spell that would complement that one, okay? Hasten Judgment. It's technically necromancy and a curse, but basically, this potent curse weighs on the target's soul, hastening a living creature's journey to the boneyard upon death, or weakening an undead creature's animating force. It's a living creature that dies during the spell's duration cannot be affected by Breath of Life or similar effects, and the period during which attempts to restore the target to life can succeed is reduced to 1 hour per level, as if raised dead. An undead creature affected by this spell cannot gain temporary hit points. Creatures whose souls are separate from the body, such as liches, are merged with their bodies, such as non-native outsiders, and are unaffected by Hastened Judgment. So basically, it'll just hasten his spirit to the boneyard.
Yeah, what that does is basically you're putting him in on the express lane to Pharasma herself.
Yep. And it's pretty interesting. Considered necromancy, but not evil.
Not all necromancy spells are evil. They are dark, but it's only the ones that have the evil descriptor. Like creating undead is an evil act.
Well, I spend the 2 silver pieces necessary to do this. Boop. The duration, 1 day level, so it'll last for 14 days. Alright. We have 14 days for where we can play with this guy before the spell ends.
That's mean. Sailor, that's not nice. You should apologize.
I apologize, but don't
Okay.
worry. Your death will be quick. You won't feel a thing.
Anyways, 14 days? Okay. I'm just going to get to work on something. In the meantime,
Yeah, like you said, your pocket dimension can basically allow like a multiplication of time. So like 8 hours outside would be like 14 days in here or something, right?
I can only do it at like a times 10 because I don't have greater yet. So I can only do times 10.
Okay, so that
But
would
yeah,
be...
so 1 day out there is 10 days in here.
Okay.
That's still good enough that I can get something done. I'm building up a special. Yeah, so you see her, she's just kind of building a special suit of armor.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm taking one of his old samurai suits and I'm going to install in it some runes. And then we're going to install his bones in it and getting some clay. Let's see, how tall is he? This is his suit. Okay, there we go. It's really easy when you actually already have the armor for building.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, type something Sally would probably notice very quickly with Alara, just because she's fucked with Alara enough, and there's been probably pretty stark contrast between old Alara and new Alara. Yeah, she actually seems happy.
Yeah, she knows that. She's not gonna. She's still gonna fuck with her.
Though something is weighing on her. That's tamping it down.
After Arya, Laura, is something wrong with you?
Something personal I don't like to discuss. It won't prevent me from protecting. It won't prevent me from protecting the good people of this land.
Woman to woman.
I find that insulting. There were other women in this group.
We're not there right now.
You mean demon to demon? Sorry, demon to paladin?
You mean to paladin, woman to woman, same thing. In the end.
Sorry, I don't like the idea of you. I'm sorry. I hope you don't mind, but I prefer to keep my distance, keep my personal life distant from my professional one, as it were.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. But
Though, don't forget the succubus has a series of spells to actually screw with Alara.
I know she's just being nice for once.
Aww, you know what that means. It's true love.
But because she has respect for Victorin, she only fucked with Alar a little bit. Trust me, she could hardcore fuck with Alar if you want to.
Oh yeah, she could detect thoughts, figure out exactly what's going through her head, suggestion, dominate person, any number of things. That's just her succubus abilities. That's not including the other stuff she's got.
Yeah, exactly. But since she has respect for Victorin, for now she's just going to fuck with her a little.
Also, Vikrin kind of is an expert on dealing with evil outsiders. So that's not very
Well, that
helpful.
she saved her life from Bing, so there's that.
Yeah. Also, when she got pretty beat up, Vikrin kind of threw caution to the wind a little bit, took her to the middle of the forest and patched her up.
Yeah, because remember, if it wasn't for Victorin, she'd be dead. and not just teleported to a plane. I mean, dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank God for that, like, defibrillator plate.
Wasn't a defib plate. It was just it was generally Vikrin doing his whole nature's healing thing and patching her up. It works on pretty much anything that can do natural healing. Doesn't work on constructs, but it does work on anything that's considered organic, I guess. Monsters, outsiders that are human-esque.
For a moment, she gets serious, like, Victor, Victor would save my life,
Yeah, I know.
No, I mean, normally if I die, just sent back to another dimension. But the Staff of Silent Moon has one nasty downside to it. Once used, it sends my normal body and takes it from that. And since I can't use holy magic, that's was painful to say the least.
Do.
I understand.
Wait, where's the fun one at? What's her name? Isandra?
She's in her pocket dimension, I think.
Where is it? I want to go. That's more fun than
Alardis looks to the demon and goes, "I'm a paladin, not a wizard."
Fine.
Out of character, would, like, the portal to the dimension thing still be open or closed?
I mean, you guys can leave it freely, but to enter it, you need. She needs to reopen it. Basically, it's a way in. You can't just necessarily get in.
Hey guys, I'm actually gonna bow out early. I'm pretty tired right now.
So you want to call it early?
I'm gonna call it early. If you guys want to continue with some RP and stuff, I'll stop you.
Yeah, because you need all you need for this. So I wait till tomorrow then. Because the Emperor was going to arrive today, but
Yeah, sorry, I'm fading pretty fast right now.
sorry, man.
Yeah, insomnia. It's been a nightmare recently, but
Okay.
I'm dealing with it. Talk to you guys later.
Okay.
Wait. Let's see. Okay. Oh, hey, nice. Okay. So, and someone needs me. I'll be right back.
I guess we're gonna call it early for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just stop it now.
Alright. Stopping the recording.